What's going on, Facebook fam and YouTube? This is a very special late night hashtag pro tips. I'm with my man Ahmed Mubahil Mobile, dude.
Mobile Ahmed.
Mubahil Ahmed. I have like 8 different variations of saying your name. It's great. Um, Ahmed Mubahil Kalun.
Yep.
This is the man. If you ever want to get a Toyota Camry hybrid, he's the man to talk to. He rents out, and they're the best. Literally, if you're an Uber driver, um, and yeah, we've gone through a few cars now, 3 cars.
Yeah,
Like
three
just
cars.
we're experimenting and trying different cars out. So check it out, guys. So we were having some D&Ms and some late night chats, and he came across this question. What did you ask me about your friends?
They want to improve their rating, and they are having some problems with their accounts, and their account gets
You don't have to
deactivated.
go into details. All right.
Yeah.
So, but generally speaking, the question he gets a lot of his friends and people from his community message him and say, "How do I improve my rating?" And my advice in this, uh, and again, my humble advice, but this is my observations. It's a very third party, very arbitrary point of view, and I'm not trying to be racial about this. This is just like tough love, but like it's a true fact. We look by observation, you can see a lot of Uber drivers. You go to the Uber Green Light Hub, a lot of Uber drivers are brown,
Yeah.
right? So Sri Lankan, um, Pakistani,
Pakistanis,
Indians.
Indians.
You know, sometimes they may be former taxi drivers, but we won't judge them. So, but the question is like, how do I improve my rating? Oftentimes brown skins tend to have lower ratings, and so my my observation, my suggestion, my advice, and again, not to be racial, but it sounds simple, but it's quite true. So I would say two things, all right? One, um, immerse yourself in like Australian culture. So we're talking like learn English really well. Learn like follow footy. Learn like Australian culture in general. Just be able to speak. Like really be immersive. Be a traveler, not a tourist.
Yeah.
Like you become more Australian so that you can actually speak and learn English. Like be really good at English. All right, even if it means taking classes. All right. Some people, you start in the back foot just because of where we're born, right? But that's okay. The second thing, and I noticed it blew my mind like 3 months into driving and stuff. I was like, oh my God. Like when I was a rider and stuff, I always initiated conversations. A lot of drivers don't talk. So I would say about like 75% of drivers don't talk in the car. And like I'm naturally just a friendly conversational person. So talk to your rider. Like literally, like I was saying I probably talked about 95% of people. Like
That's great.
I'm a very generally positive and friendly guy, and I whatever you put out in the universe you get back, and I have like no assholes. Like to this day, like I've had no one. I'm like, man, I hated that person. Like I've only had good writers, nice people, some weird ones, but mostly great. Okay, so but you have if you have conversations with them and you're nice and friendly, and they're like, oh man, that person's so cool, he's like a friend, they're gonna give you 5 stars. If I'm talking to 95% of my people and stuff, forget the candles, forget the sense of candle, forget the fact that I provide YouTube, Netflix, everything but champagne. All right, I'm already gonna get like 4.95. Like so that's why I have such a high rating. Like forget everything else is just a bonus. Everything else is because I want my riders to be happy. All right. So number one, immerse yourself in Australian culture if you're in or whichever city you're in. But I'm talking because we're in Melbourne. Two, to be friendly and have conversations. It's so simple. Have conversations. And the third one, I'm going to throw in a third one because I always do. Um, hashtag overachiever. The third one is you can't teach this. I'm sorry if you most people got it. If you don't got it, tough. All right. Care for the person. You can't teach someone how to care. That's already in you. That has to do with your upbringing. That has to do with your nature. So, um, you can't. I don't. In my personal opinion, you can't control that. You can be more caring, but like you're either caring or you're not. So like if that's in you, or if it's not in you, be more caring. Like try try to be empathetic. Try to be that. I'm currently like coaching, mentoring a friend of mine. I'll say her name, Sarah. She's incredible, but I see in her that she cares, and like to me, that's the number one ingredient. And because of that, I'm like, you know what? Like everything else is teachable. I can teach you how to be a top 1% Uber driver, but she had the one ingredient that you have, that I like to think that I have, and that
Thank you.
she has. So and she cares. So I was like, you know what, Sarah, you potentially could be like one of the best female Uber drivers, and and teaching is anybody can learn how to be an Uber driver. So if you stayed through the whole thing, I hope you learned some things. I hope you use a few things. God bless, power to you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Happy Ubering, and we'll see you in the next one. Subscribe.